Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot second since I have sat down to film a video, but I'm finally getting one out for you guys. This one's going to be another Bible study video, but also I'm going to do a little bit of a life update at the end of it because I've been conflicted with a lot of things. So we'll get to that later, but it's been kind of crazy the past couple weeks. So I'm sorry if I haven't posted as much. I know I've posted like once in the past 3 weeks, so I'm sorry. I'm hopefully going to get this one out this week, but if I don't, I'm not going to put that much pressure on myself. Again, we'll get into that a little later. But for the first part of this video, we're just going to do a little bit of a Bible study. Again, it's from the same book that I did last time. I will link this book down below, but it's just the all-in-all journaling devotional from Sophie Hudson. I'm going to do exactly what I did last time. I'm just going to read the devotional from this book, and then it has a couple verses that I'll read, so I'll read that. And then there are some questions at the end of the devotional that I will just read aloud, and you can either write down what your answer would be, or you can think of what your answer would be. If you guys have any other video ideas that you want me to do, make sure to leave them down in the comments. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Like I said, this was like a week ago when I read this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really needed that. So I thought maybe you guys would need that. I read it to my parents and they were like, oh yeah, that's really good. So I'm just gonna read it to you. You know how sometimes the oddest things can send you from 0 to 10 on the white hot fireball of fury scale? Those times when you're feeling perfectly fine and maybe even humming your favorite song, and then suddenly a bolt of anger rises up from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head, and justice will be yours. In all honesty, it can be difficult to remember what Jesus would do in those moments. Because I'm sorry, the person who's in front of you at the grocery store with 14 items in the 10 items or less line, may the Lord have mercy on her soul. Or someone is driving 20 miles below the speed limit in the passing lane on the interstate, we can only trust that God will hold that person accountable. I mean, what is it with all of our big feelings and big confrontations and big reactions? If someone professes Jesus as the Lord of her life, then why is she stirring up drama with her friends? Why would someone leave mean-spirited comments on social media? Why is a person so fired up angry over being cut off in traffic that she'd roll down her window and scream some words that she certainly wouldn't repeat in church? I promise I'm not being idealistic about this. I believe I've already expressed my own personal issues with people who ignore the guidelines for using the express lane. I just feel like maybe our collective fuse has gotten a little short, and as a result, it doesn't take a whole lot to set us off. So how do we handle our anger without hurting someone else? How in the heat of the moment do we remind ourselves that human anger does not accomplish God's righteousness? Here are 3 quick reminders that might help. 1. Ask the Lord for humility. He leads the humble in what is right and teaches them in his way. Psalm 25:9. So many times, my anger is a byproduct of an inflated sense of self. That leads to thinking that if I'm being inconvenienced, the person causing that inconvenience needs to face a consequence of my own making. However, I'm going to react poorly if I'm operating out of pride. 2. Ask the Lord for patience. Don't let your spirit rush to be angry, for anger abides in the heart of fools. Ecclesiastes 7:9. I know this is a newsflash to some of us, but everything doesn't have to happen on our own personal timetables. Often our impulsiveness, our unwillingness to be delayed, or to listen, or to just understand that sometimes people have bad days, causes us to act in ways we regret. Waiting even 30 seconds to react can often make a tough situation so much better. 3. Ask the Lord for gentleness. A gentle answer turns away anger, but a harsh word stirs up wrath. Proverbs 15:1. Just because we feel angry doesn't mean we have to act or speak out of that anger. We can often diffuse a tense situation by intentionally practicing gentleness when we might not necessarily feel like being gentle. I've also found that responding with gentleness calms me down. It's the gift that keeps on giving. And listen, I know, none of these options are nearly as dramatic as honking your horn for upwards of 20 seconds and then screaming, "Move it, Grandma," as you whip around the slow car in the passing lane. I'm pretty sure, though, that Jesus would be on board with our humility, our patience, and our gentleness. Let's honor him with how we respond in tense situations today. So then the next thing it says to do is to read Psalm 37:8-9. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. So basically there's just kind of been a lot of like drama and hard feelings with my friend group recently. So when I read that, I was like, gosh, I really needed to hear that. because I was finding myself just being angry at these people and not really understanding why they would do certain things to me. So yeah, I realized that being angry only hurts me and it doesn't hurt them. So I should just not be angry. And I know that's like, it's easier said than done. Not saying I'm perfect at it now once I read that devotional, definitely not. But it definitely helps a lot to remind yourself that you don't have to be angry, and anger really only hurts you, and it's not really gonna help the situation at all. It's gonna make the situation worse, actually, if you act out of anger. So just remembering those steps and asking the Lord for humility, for patience, and for gentleness is just something that I've got to keep reminding myself. So that's kind of the gist of that devotional. I just really liked it, and it stuck out to me because I was dealing with being angry at people because of my friend group situation. So I hope that helped you. I'm gonna ask the questions to you guys now, and then I will tell you my life update. Okay, so the first question says, how would you characterize your temper? Even-keeled, long fuse, short fuse, and what leads you to think that about yourself? So question number 2 says, have you ever lost your temper in sort of a spectacular fashion? What were the circumstances and how did you feel afterwards? Question 3 says, is there anything that consistently sets you off in terms of your temper? Any issue or situation that tends to put you on the edge? Any people who experience the brunt of your temper more than others? Reflect on that a bit. And then question number 4 isn't necessarily a question, it's just something to challenge yourself with. Look up Proverbs 29:11, and I will read that. Write and doodle or illustrate it here, which is, it's on the line, but you can write that down and then put it like on your mirror or something, and so you'll remember it, or yeah, just write it wherever you think you would remember it and where you will see it the most. So I'm gonna read that actually. So Proverbs 29:11. Fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm in the end. So kind of just reflect on how you normally handle a situation, if you are normally angry in certain situations or if you are normally calmer. It's good to sometimes just look back on how you handle situations, and if you could change anything. That's the devotional. I hope you guys liked it, and now on to my life update. Okay, so basically I've just been struggling to figure out what I want to do with YouTube in the future because I don't know how it's going to work out with like college and everything. So the past couple weeks, you've noticed that I haven't been posting as much, and first of all, I have been very busy and really haven't had the time to work on videos at all. And second of all, I haven't enjoyed making YouTube videos as much recently. And I think that's because I've been doing them constantly, like every single week, and it's just making me burn out. And I think if I did it on my own terms and if I did it like whenever I wanted to do it, it would be different, because now that I'm sitting in front of the camera, I do remember that I love to make videos and I love everything about making videos. The problem is that I was making them too frequently, that I was just not loving it anymore. And I felt like because I was making them too frequently, I put a lot of pressure on myself to make videos every single week, and not every single video was the best that it could be, because I just felt like I needed to get something out there. I just put a lot of pressure on myself, and I didn't need to put a lot of pressure on myself. But it was making me very stressed, and I was having breakdowns like every single week, just like thinking about every single thing that I had to do that week, when in reality, I should be focusing on school. Like, I'm a normal, just regular 18-year-old girl just who likes to make videos, but I have to do a lot of other things too. Like, I have school, I'm planning a grad party, I am also planning a wedding because my sister's getting married, I am going to be leaving for YWAM soon, so I have to plan for that, and that's just a lot of stuff. And on top of that, I'm putting pressure on myself to make videos every single week. So you see where I'm coming from? So this is what I'm thinking. From now on, from here until YWAM, I'm gonna make videos when I want to make them, but they're probably not gonna be every single week. I can almost guarantee it, because I do not have the time for that. That means that you have to make sure that you have your post notifications turned on. Just remember, it's the bell icon. It's right next to the subscribe button. So if you just click the bell icon, then you will be notified every single time I upload a video, and you will not miss one. So if you want to do that, you can do that, but if you don't do that, then you may not know when I post. So really, it's up to you. I don't care. So something that I was not going to do was make videos during YWAM. I had kind of decided that probably a few months ago or something, that I was not going to make videos during YWAM, and I just wanted to stop, relax, and not worry about it. But I was talking to my mom yesterday and just realized that I will kind of miss that, and I might want to do that. What's going to happen during YWAM is I'm going to post one video every single month. It may be an update of what I'm doing in YWAM. It may just be like a regular video where I just sit down and I'm in another state or another country. So I don't really know what I'm going to be filming or anything. I will be making a whole video over YWAM once I get back, but that's like once I get back. So I'm not even going to worry about that right now. But while I'm at YWAM, I will be making one video every month because I feel like that's a pretty reasonable amount. It's not too much, it's not too little. I feel like it's a pretty good balance and a good compromise. Everybody good on that? Let's hope that everybody's good on that. And then once I go to college, I don't really know how it's going to work out. So I think when I get back from YWAM, I'll figure that out because that's still like quite a bit away. So I'm not even going to worry about what I'm going to do in college yet. I'm just going to focus on once a month videos for YWAM. But you guys should just be grateful that I am making any video right now, because I was about to make a video where I was saying I'm done with YouTube forever, because I've just had a lot of things happen the past few weeks with my friend group, and then also just, I don't know, it's just like a lot of different things. They're all just kind of stressful at the same time, and I thought that YouTube would just add to the stress, and I don't really want that right now. So you should be grateful that I'm even making a video right now. And that's thanks to a couple of my friends, because they reached out and they told me they didn't want me to quit. So thank you for the few friends who care. And don't think that that's me just saying like I'm only doing YouTube for other people. Like, trust me, I do love making videos. I just kind of lost that love having to do it every single week. Anyway, so basically, to summarize, I'm going to be making videos when I want to, which will hopefully be every other week. I'm hoping for that. If that doesn't happen, I'm not going to beat myself up, because I'm not getting paid for this. So this is kind of like a part-time job that I don't have time to do. Yep. So then whenever I leave for YWAM, I will post one video every month. So that's kind of the overview. But seriously guys, I am really excited about this plan, and I hope you guys are too. I think it's really going to, first of all, de-stress me. And I don't know if that's a word, but we're gonna go with it. And then also, I think it's just going to help me have better video ideas, to be honest, because I was constantly having to come with video ideas every single week, and they were kind of bad video ideas. Like, you can admit that. I know they were bad. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you liked the Bible study. I hope you liked the life update. Yeah, so let me know any other video ideas you have in the comments. I would love to hear those. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!